our sort of panels section. But before we start, I want to introduce our fourth panelist, Anthony Lostraco, Acting Supervisor, GMP Manufacturing Practices Central Unit. Before joining Health Canada, Anthony worked in industry in various roles around both production and validation management. Upon joining Health Canada, Anthony conducted both domestic and foreign company inspections as a GMP compliance specialist. He now serves as the acting supervisor of the GMP Central Unit, responsible for overseeing the activities of 10 drug GMP inspectors. So please welcome Anthony Lostraco, along with Gita, Mary, and Kimby on the stage. So the format of our panel is really up to the audience today for the most part. We've got two microphones, the yellow one here and the red one there. Please do feel free to come up and ask a question. If you don't feel, or if you can't get to one of these lineups, please raise your hand and we'll come around with a microphone and bring your questions up. So looks like we're starting over here on stage right.
Yes. In Kimby's slide number 18, she alluded to Category 4 GMP Guideline 66 will be updated. But at a meeting we were at last week under the self-care framework, we were told Category 4 GMPs will be eliminated and no longer exist, and instead they'll be replaced by Categories 1, 2, and 3 and sterile OTC products. So my question will be, since if Guide 66 is being either totally rewritten or eliminated, what will be the GMP standard for the following 4 categories of OTC products? Category 1, Roman 1, Roman 2, Roman 3, and sterile.
So some of it's a question of timing. So for the PICS reassessment, we have to have our guidelines and they have to be updated basically by February 2019. What I will note for a number of the guidance documents is that they will not necessarily include all of the regulatory packages that are about to come into play. Or if the timing of a regulatory package is such that it comes into force like a week or something before the guidance document is out. So one of the challenges that we've had over the past few years with updating the guidance documents has just been because of our heavy regulatory agenda. Every time we've gotten to the point of we're about to release an updated guidance document, there's a new regulatory change, and then we decide to wait, incorporate the new regulatory change, and then put the guidance document out. And then by the time we're ready to do that, there's another regulatory change and it gets delayed again. So what we're going to do this year is we're getting the guidance documents out to reflect today's reality. What you heard about at the technical sessions that you're talking about for the self-care framework is what will come into force when the new self-care framework regulations come into force, which I'm not sure of the timing of, but it will not be probably before February of 2019. So we'll update the guidelines for the Category 4 monographs to reflect today's reality, and then at such time as the new regulations come into force for the self-care products, that's when we'll get into the quality standard and the quality requirements for the Categories 1 through 3 products. So that process is still under development, so I can't speak to, Category 1 GMP requirements will be this or 2 will be this right now, because we're still working on that. But I raise that because I think you will see, and you will probably have questions on these documents as they come out to say, well, I was just at a technical briefing last week and you said you were going to do this and I don't see it in this document. That's why.
Okay, thanks. Yep.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Doreen Clark-Steen from TPI Reg NMR Strategies. I have a question in regards to multi-prefixed DELs. If I have one DEL that is a DEL number and then an A, and I have another one that is DEL number and a B, the foreign site for A, if a foreign site is on A, can I accept that as a foreign site for B? Can I continue to do activities with that on A only?
So I think if the foreign site annex applies to the sites that you are authorized for the activity of import.
Yeah.
So if you have import for A and B,
I have
foreign-
import on A, but I'm located in B.
Like,
I have the foreign site on A.
okay,
I personally and my QA group is in B.
oh, okay.
My warehouse is at A. Can I use that